their climax. The Premiership final there in front of a packed crowd at Old Trafford, and as you can see, Wigan already leading against Warrington, and all the details can come from Alex Murphy and Ray French.
Yes, and it certainly is a packed crowd despite torrential rain for 24 hours and still pouring down here. We've got a tremendous performance on our hands. Warrington have had one or two problems this morning. They've had to bring in Paul Cullen at standoff and had to put Mark Robertson at hooker there. Mark Roskell failed the fitness test, but nevertheless they're really giving a good game. And Wigan, well, they've had no injury problems. They declared a fully fit side, but brought Richard Russell on substitute instead of Ray Moore, just in case I think there's a breakdown with Sean Edwards and Andy Gregory, the two lads who have been injured. But thankfully today, nobody injured. Only 29 in a whole league programme. Testimony to their defensive pattern. Surprised to see Wigan playing this ball away through the forwards. They usually kick on the second or third tackle. Oh, yes, sensibly played on there. Joe Lyden, where he can run. It's a chase now then between two of the fastest men on the field. He's still got the ball. Is he over? Yes! Well, Joe Lyden again. He does the trick. We saw him in the first test with that try against Australia, full length of the field. And didn't he show remarkable pace and remarkable judgment kicking that ball? And all credit to the referee, Kevin Hallett. I'm sure he was going to blow up for an offence against Andy Gregory, but he let advantage play and Lyden got the try.
I don't think that Wigan will be too displeased with this, because Andy Gregory was obstructed, but just watch Joe Lyden. Now Desi Drummond will not be very happy about this. Watch as he comes across. He has first bite of the cherry. He should put that ball away, should have gone down it. Joe Lyden did exceptionally well. World-class try from a world-class player. And here we have it again as Andy Gregory gets the ball here. A lovely little chip. Really, when he's on the defence, it was an obstruction, but the referee missheld it. Wave play on, and here's Joe Lyden. Acts the ball on, and as he kicks it on here now, just watch Des Drummond. Now, Des Drummond definitely should have had this ball. He had a 50-50 chance, and Joe Lyden held his balance well, picked the ball up, got round Bob Jackson, and there he is to score.
And David Stevenson there, second attempt. An easier kick than his previous one, just outside that 25-yard line. No, just to the left of the post. So 6 points to nil now. The earlier David Stevenson penalty and that tremendous Joe Lyden try. Don't really have the running chances, Gill, today. Just a half break this lad Hanley needs. Stevenson. Yes. High tackle there from Ronnie Dwayne. Now then, this could be a crucial kick, I think, for Wigan. And who's going to be given the kick?
Well, the decision Miss Hallett give here for a high tackle. I think you'll find out that as David Stephen gets the ball, he holds onto the back of his jersey. Now, whether that was high, who knows?
And Joe Lyden coming off, took a knock. Richard Russell obviously becoming on, looks very, very weak. Legs look to be buckling underneath him. But he scored the one try, and the one try that's made the difference.
I think also, Ray, I think you can say he's had a magnificent game, and I don't think he'll be far off winning the trophy.
And Richard Russell, only a Colt, but a lad who can play anywhere. He's gone on the wing. I saw him score 3 tries at Heading at Leeds earlier in the season. So, Gill, 5 minutes to go. Oh, and he it's over. Well, I was trying to follow the flight of that ball. It looked like one of those sort of elastic aeroplanes that go wrong, but at least it's 2 points for Henderson Gill. His 73rd goal of the season. Well, he's certainly got some admirer in the crowd. Oh, little Gregory, beautiful break. He's got Richard Russell on the outside there. He's got Andy Goodway now. Then will Drummond stop him? Hanley, he gets it inside with a forward pass. That's the sort of rugby we're usually accustomed to seeing from Wigan, but nonetheless, it's a Wigan win, 8-0, and the 4th cup of the season for this great Lancastrian club. And a grand performance too from Warrington, and Joe Lydon, the man of the match, comes back on. He was a little groggy earlier on when he went off, but I think that try will live in the memory of the Wigan fans for a long, long time. Took advantage of the ball, kick and chase, and he had the pace to do it. Tremendous performance from Lydon, and we haven't seen any tries from Ellery Hanley. Rather strange, 62 to his credit this season, but good captaincy on his part. He's marshalled the fans, he's marshalled the side, and I'm sure he'll be delighted to go up for this trophy final. The first time the club have won this cup, and the first time in the club's history that we've had 4 cups. And Sean Edwards, noticed that right knee, heavily strapped, I think lacking in his usual pace, but not lacking in his craft, not lacking in his skill. South African Ray Mort there, congratulating Ellery Hanley again. 4 cups for the first time in the club's history, and the first time any side has won 4 cups since St Helens did it in 1965-66. And what a first season too for the New Zealand coach Graham Lowe. Voted last week Coach of the Year. And returned 4 cups in the first opportunity. What more can he win? Ellery Hanley to go up there for the trophy. They finished with a record number of points in Division 1. They scored a record number of tries. They had the lowest number of tries in defence conceded, and we can see how good they are at tackling today. The #1 side in rugby league, Wigan. And there, the Stones-Bitter Premiership trophy from Mr Sykes, the managing director of Bass North, for 1986-87. Tremendous grin on Ellery's face. The 20,000 supporters from Wigan have travelled in monsoon-like conditions. A £9,000 cheque will be on its way too for the club's treasurer. A strong performance, a professional performance really, Alec, hasn't it been?
Yes, I think you've got to give it to Wigan today. There's been no way to win a game, but today they've won it by tackling. They've took the one chance of the game, and Joe Lydon, a magnificent try, and really all 13 men have really played for the full 80 minutes. It's been a magnificent performance from surely the team of the year.
Yes, and let's not forget Warrington, because to contain a side like this Wigan, over 900 points this season in league matches alone, then that takes a tremendous effort. And I think we can see some very tired lads, some very bruised lads. And coach Tony Barra there thanking his boys, but the glory goes to the victors, and it's Wigan. Good, strong performance there from Brian Case with the headband around his ears. And little Andy Gregory, well, he'll be very, very glad that he played. And Richard Russell, the Colt, very keen to get on the field. A professional performance. Andy Goodway and Joe Lydon there with his personal memento, the Harry Sunderland Trophy, for the man of the match, named after the Australian tour manager and broadcaster of the 40s and 50s. And one or two of them look to be very weary going up those steps. Bob Jackson. It takes 2 teams to play a part in any final, and they've certainly given it their best. A lot of injury problems, a lot of possession problems from the scrum, but the lads did their best. Des Drummond, Joe Rapati, he'll be off to Australia this summer to help New Zealand's cause in the Test series. And Bob Eccles, Mark Foster, And the young lad who tried so hard, Mark Roberts, at hooker. And referee Kevin Hallett. A very, very good game. Very good game indeed. His two touch judges, Mr. Golding and Mr. O'Connor, who helped him to officiate very, very well. And reserve referee Jim Smith even getting a good handshake. But